Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This is Bernice. Like, who am I? 2 videos in 1 week. Actually, I just came to the conclusion that I will record my pharmacy videos in between the week as updates come up. So I'm still gonna be having my pharmacy school update videos. So if you subscribe to me because I talk about pharmacy school, please stay tuned. I still got you covered. Everything else that I do is everything else, okay? Pharmacy, however, is life. Pharmacy is everything. Pharmacy is my everyday. So the updates will forever be there until one day I decide not to do pharmacy anymore. Oh my god, I can't talk. Anyways, I wrote down everything that I want to talk about today so that I don't forget anything. I want to talk about a few things on my first rotation. This is the last week of my first rotation, and I'm actually doing an academic rotation. So this has to do with becoming a pharmacy school professor. This has to do with teaching pharmacy school and everything in between. If you want to know the deets on this, please stay tuned. So I'm in my final year. For those of you who don't know, I'm in my final year of pharmacy school. So all I do now are rotations, and I have 6 rotations before May 2018 when I graduate. So I just finished my first one. Each rotation is 6 weeks long. So this is my 6th week in my academic rotation. So I'm going to be talking to you guys what happens on my academic rotation in case you're interested in finding out what really happens behind the scenes of teaching pharmacy school. I know that I was interested, and that's why I picked this rotation. But an academic rotation will basically just show you the behind the scenes of becoming a pharmacy school teacher. What we do, I have a partner. We took this rotation together. What we do behind the scenes is my preceptor, who is the boss of the rotation, is a professor of pharmacy school, obviously, because you have to follow him and see what happens behind the scenes of an academic rotations or being a pharmacy school teacher. Anyway, I'm rambling. What we do, or what we expected to do, and what we do is we write homework and quiz questions for the particular class that we're rotating for. The class that I'm rotating for is pharmacy calculations. So me and my partner, we are in charge of writing questions, quiz questions, homework questions, preparing content for the course. So we go over the PowerPoints and everything that we presented in class with the teacher, and he asks us our opinions, if we think something is relevant. So since we've taken the course already, we're able to tell him what could be done to make the course more understandable and easier to assimilate by the students. So it's also very beneficial for the teacher as well to have us follow him behind the scenes to see what he does and to help him make the course better for the students so they can thrive better. Other things that I found out on academic rotation is the fact that most professors in pharmacy school have clinical practice sites. So most of them don't only teach, but they also practice pharmacy in maybe like a hospital. Like the teacher I follow is in charge, he has a practice site at another hospital. So he goes there 2 times a week, and he's in school 3 days a week. So he goes there and he practices clinical pharmacy, which I will talk about whenever I start my clinical pharmacy rotation, which is my next rotation next week. It's gonna be infectious diseases. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I don't know what to expect. Anyways, let's continue. He's a clinical pharmacist, and what he does, MTM, medical therapy management, drug interactions, research. He just does everything else that a pharmacist does at a hospital, and he does that 2 days a week. And he comes to school 3 days a week to teach and give exams and talk to students. He's also an advisor. He's on a whole bunch of committees. They have meetings every now and again. So his schedule is kind of packed because he has to attend all these meetings to do curriculum reforms. He's part of the admission team. He's part of those who decide who's going to come to the school, and all that kind of jazz. So he gives us a little inside scoop and how interviews go and how they go about picking students that will actually get into pharmacy school. So being a pharmacy school professor is quite interesting because you get to meet so many different kind of people from all kinds of walks of life and everything. Actually, he gave us a project to write a syllabus for a brand new course that he's trying to start in the subsequent years. It's going to be on critical care. So me and my partner were responsible to write a syllabus. It's going to be a tentative syllabus, obviously, because we're just students now, but we're going to write a syllabus for critical care, and I can't wait for like so many years to come, and I'm gonna come back and like see this class being taken, this course being taken at my school, and I'll be like, oh, I read this syllabus because it looks the same. But yeah, we're responsible for writing syllabus, or to learn how to write a syllabus, which is part of the rotation. We also had to write a teaching philosophy, which I had no idea about, so I had to write a teaching philosophy. That was quite intimidating, but you know, I tried my best, and my preceptor actually liked it. So hey, kudos for me. But a teaching philosophy basically is just what you believe teaching is supposed to be like, what you believe you can do to help your students do better in school. It's just mostly your values and your beliefs of teaching, and how you go about teaching if you were a professor in the School of Pharmacy, or just any branch. Basically, my teaching philosophy was for the School of Pharmacy. A teaching philosophy holds you accountable. So if you put in there that this is what you believe teaching should be like, or this is what a classroom, an ideal classroom should be like, it holds you accountable. You can always come back to your teaching philosophy and revisit to see if you're actually putting out what you believe in eventually when you become a teacher. We have also done a journal club on critical thinking. So it's a big deal now at my school. They're trying to incorporate critical thinking into the coursework. We did so much research on critical thinking. You imagine that critical thinking is not something that you can like research on it. You would think that people are just born with critical thinking. Yes, some people are born with the skill of critical thinking, but so many research we did, there were so many articles that actually explains how you could actually teach critical thinking. So we did a journal club on that. And basically, if you're not in pharmacy school, a journal club is just, you know, find an article, you dissect it, you go into it, you find what's important, you know, pull it out, and like we sit together and like we talk about it. You pull out what's important, the important points, the important data, and just everything supporting into the article. So we have done a journal club on critical thinking, which I thought was pretty interesting. And my preceptor, he actually liked our articles that we picked out. He presented it to one of his communities. So we're gonna find out what they think about by the end of this. And my remarks about this rotation so far: do I like teaching pharmacy school? Yes, I am still interested in academia as far as the pharmacy career goes. So I'm interested in teaching, so it's still in the back of my mind. So I'm not just only going to be counting pills at CVS, or, you know, everything, you know, the random traditional idea of what a pharmacist does. There's so many opportunities in the field of pharmacy, and I'm just telling you guys about just one area, which is teaching pharmacy school. So I am still interested in teaching pharmacy school. So far, we've had to tutor students for pharmacy calculations, answer questions, you know, just help people. And being on the other side, you know, just being that I've already taken the course and I have a better understanding. Now I am putting it back out there. I am taking it from a different angle, where I actually have to like understand the material, then ask questions about it. That's, I don't know about you, but like for me, that's like a whole different kind of angle of understanding a material. So we help tutor, we set questions, we do all that jazz, and it's been great so far. As far as being a pharmacy school teacher, the scheduling is good, because, you know, you're never gonna be out of your house late at night, 10 p.m. because you're a teacher. So you have like reasonable schedule. It's flexible. So the other day my preceptor took a sick day because he was sick. So like there are not so many jobs in pharmacy, or let me say the traditional counting pills job at you know, the chain pharmacies. You can't just really call in for having a cold, even if it is really bad. I mean, you can call in, but you need to be like dying. But yeah, anyways, I'm just trying to say it is very flexible. You know, you can always like teach remotely, record a course on a video and put it out for the students to watch, send out homeworks and stuff like that, and still get your job done. So it is great. It's very flexible. The pay is reasonable as well. It's not as high as the other branches, but it is reasonable. So this is the end of my academic rotation. I have 4 more days to go since today is Monday. I'll be done with this on Friday, and I'll be starting infectious diseases on Monday, you guys. I don't know. I'm stoked. I am excited, but more of anxious, nervous. I don't know what to expect, but I'm ready. I think over the weekend I'm gonna be like going over my infectious disease notes and like going over the drug names and the bacterias and everything, just so that I'm not like showing up dumb and empty on Monday. But this is the end of my video. If this was helpful to you, please hit the like button because it helps my channel immensely. If you like this video, if you want to hear more about pharmacy school, if you want to hear about my infectious diseases rotation, please subscribe to my channel so you know when I upload that video. And I'm gonna leave you guys here. I will see you guys in my next video, which is going to be coming up on the weekend, which will probably not be related to pharmacy school, but the pharmacy updates is for forever. I'm going to be updating you guys all the time, every time as I see the need be. I'll see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.